Hi, I'm Viola, and about a year ago I met my soulmate. This is Jorne, fellow content creator, capybara enthusiast, and my best friend in the entire world. And this is the story of how we met. I first came across his YouTube channel while I was working on a project for summer school last year. Our relationship started off as a few exchanges of comments on each other's videos, and a few months later I sent him a DM on Instagram, and the rest is history. We messaged every single day, which eventually progressed to video calling as much as we could, and after a few weeks of spending so much time together, feelings began to develop. At first we wanted to wait to make it official, but we both knew deep in our hearts that there would never be another person we would want to be with, and we started dating. Since he lives in Belgium and I live all the way across the ocean in eastern Canada, we did our best to stay connected. We watched movies together, played games together, sent gifts to each other, meditated together, did yoga together. Since I was in my last semester of university, planning a trip wasn't super easy, but we made it work, and in January I booked a flight to Brussels for late April, and then we started counting down. It wasn't always easy. Days passed by so slowly, with me wishing for time to move faster, but also trying my best to stay in the moment and enjoy the time we had together. And before we knew it, months turned into weeks, and weeks turned into days, and as the days drew closer, my excitement and anxiety began to blur together, especially when things threatened to fall apart. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:30 almost, and I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping lately. On one hand, I'm very, very excited, and on the other, I'm just very anxious. So I decided to come out for a walk this morning and watch the sunrise, just clear my head. I had a very, very stressful day yesterday. My first flight was actually canceled, and as soon as I got that email, I just burst out into tears and called up Expedia, and I was on the phone with them for like an hour and 15 minutes just trying to make something work. And for a long while there, I just thought that this was it, that it wasn't going to work and that I wasn't going to get to meet him. Because to be honest, over the past few years, I've been used to being disappointed. So many life-changing opportunities I was supposed to have just didn't work out. So when this happened, I just had that same feeling of, oh no, is this going to be taken from me too? Is this not going to work? What I've learned from this is that there are no guarantees in life, and you can't plan life. No matter what happens, it's never going to go according to plan. Nothing ever does. There's that quote that what is meant for you will never miss you, and we just need to trust that things will work themselves out. As by some miracle, this worked out. My mom actually had to get on the phone with the airline, and she got me a flight at 6:30 in the morning on Sunday. So my layover is going to be a lot longer, but that's okay. It was just really scary. Like, this is something I've been waiting for so long, but having a glimpse of the opportunity just slipping away, it made me realize how much this means to me, and that no matter how scared I am, I have to go. I need to go. There are no guarantees in life, and we just need to take what's given to us and go with it so that we don't regret anything. I think this also showed me just how right this all is. Like, yes, on one hand I'm scared, but the fact that my first reaction was just crying shows me how much he means to me, and that this is more than I've ever wanted in my life. Yeah. What's meant for you will never miss you, and everything will be okay. Yeah. Everything will be okay. I know that. It's just hard to convince myself sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna finish watching the sunrise, and then I have a lot of work to do. Less than 3 days away now. Everything will be okay. And with that, I held on to hope and finished getting ready. And before I knew it, it was April 23rd and the counter was down to 0. Good morning. It is 3:47 on April 23rd, and I leave for the airport in about 30 minutes, and I decided I would just film a little right now. Yeah. I really could not sleep last night. I had a massive tension headache because I was stressed, but I finally managed to sleep for like 4 hours. Anyway, I'm super excited to get going. I've pretty much finished packing everything. I'm just gonna do a little double check and then I will be on my way. I am in my elevator. I have officially left to come and see you. Hello everyone, my flight was delayed 5.5 hours, so I ended up not going to the airport super early. Boarding is not for 30 minutes, so I'm just waiting. So yeah, new plan, flight at 1, get to Montreal at 1:30 Eastern time, and then flight to Brussels is at 6. So I don't have enough time to go explore Montreal anymore, unfortunately. So for now, I'm just gonna wait and have a long day of travel ahead of me. I can't hear you. I finally made it to Montreal. It took a while, but I made it. It is 4:21. My boarding starts at, I think, 5:05. I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit and then head over to my gate and wait for boarding. And then I'm gonna try to sleep on the flight, and in the morning, I'll be in Belgium.
Baissez votre masque.
As someone who has been single up until this point, past me would never believe that I'd be here, flying thousands of kilometers across the Atlantic to meet the love of my life for the very first time. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared, anxious, or uncertain, because nothing in life is ever guaranteed. But I knew in my heart that this was something I had to do. Take what was given to me and take the dive, no matter how scary. Because if I didn't, I would never know the love waiting to greet me.
Bienvenue à Bruxelles, il est 7h29 heure locale.
My heart is beating so fast.
No? Thank you. You're not fixed yet, which is great. Oh, are you filming?
Yeah. You're really tall.
You're really tiny.
Yeah.
Where? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you were recording. That's pretty sad.
I'm with my boyfriend. I understand now why they say distance makes the heart grow fonder. Because you're holding on to the choice of loving each other, even when you're apart. Choosing them despite the distance, despite the lonely nights. Choosing them so that when the time comes, everything falls into place perfectly. After falling in love for the very first time, I now know why nothing ever worked out before. Because I was waiting for you, and I'm so glad that I did. I love you.